Hello and welcome to Quick Learn Photography, straight to the point videos that teach you everything that I've learned in over the last 10 years of professional photography. My name's James, and in this one I'm going to answer the question, do you need to go full frame? So you've got full frame and crop sensor cameras. They're the only two cameras I'm going to talk about. So you've got full frame here and crop sensor. So if you look at the mirror there, that sort of covers the sensor, so it's the same size. It's pretty big, and then the crop sensor is half the size. So same size cameras, but the sensors, kind of like the engine, is half the size. So if you don't know about sensor size, watch this video here that explains everything about all the different sensor sizes and why they do what they do. So I'm just talking about those two. You got crop sensor and full frame, and you may be thinking, if I get a full frame camera, it's going to be better. My images are going to be better. My photography is going to be better. That is the case, but not by much, and that's what this video is about, and it might actually save you a lot of money as well. So I remember when I first started photography, I started with crop sensor cameras and changing lenses and everything, and learning all the dials and settings and really getting to grips with photography and really enjoying it. But I always had that nagging itch of like, I need full frame, and everywhere I looked, in magazines, online, YouTube, it was like full frame, full frame. And I sort of like come under that spell of, if I get full frame, my photos will be better, a lot better. And it's not really the case. Now they can be better, and there is a reason why full frame is bigger and better, and I'm going to explain that in a minute. As far as image quality goes, let's say you're outside on a bright sunny day and you take an image with a crop sensor and one with a full frame, you're not going to see any difference in image quality at all. Nothing. It's just, they're both phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. The details, the resolution, depends on how many megapixels it's got. It's all going to look pretty much the same. You're not going to get better images by going full frame. So what's the difference? Why is full frame more expensive and why is it more powerful? Well, at the higher end of low light, does that make sense? When you're pushing low light photography, that's when full frame really comes into its own. And also with editing when it comes to dynamic range. Now there's two elements to this. There's ISO, how far you can push the ISO in your camera. If you don't know what that is, check this video. And then there's another element to it as well, which is the dynamic range, really extracting the details out of the image from the raw file. So there's one on dynamic range, and there'll be one on raw files as well, if you don't know what they are. If you want to learn photography, just start watching these videos, my videos, right from the beginning, because it starts from the basics, teaching you photography. Now, it doesn't mean to say, although full frame is better at those variables, it doesn't mean to say crop sensors are, weak in that regard. They're not. They're still really, really powerful. You can still really push the ISO really high on a crop sensor and get really good images. You can really extract the details and dynamic range out of the editing from the raw files of a crop sensor, and they're still really, really powerful. And 90% of the time for what I do, they're more than capable of getting really, really good images. Full frame sensors just have that extra bit of power when it comes to those variables. They can really push the ISO more. You can get more detail out of the shadows or the details, the colors, whatever, and it's a bit cleaner. And the raw files are more powerful as well, but not by much, not enough to worry about unless you're really going to the extreme with that low light photography, or when you're in high dynamic situations, let's say like weddings, where you haven't got time to be setting up lights and you need to pull out the details of the shadows. Again, watch those videos on that if you're not sure what those variables are. Now, ISO, dynamic range, and raw files. So if you think about, I really need full frame, it will make my images better, you have to sort of ask yourself, what sort of photography you're going to be doing. If it is really, difficult situations where light and the raw files are going to, or the ISO, you need more power, then yes, get full frame. But most situations you can get by fine on a crop sensor. So why do I use full frame? And I have done for years. It's because every now and then I do find myself in those situations, because I charge money professionally, then I do need that extra power from time to time when it comes to low light photography and the editing process. just need that extra bit of power so you really get clean images, so the client gets fantastic images. So it's like an insurance policy. It's like that extra cushion just in case I come across a situation where it's extreme low light. It's more than capable to get those images from crop sensors, just as good, but they may start to deteriorate a little bit more when you're really pushing those low light situations, only a little bit. Also, another reason is the cost. Full frame cameras are a lot more expensive, and so too are the lenses. You've got to take that into account as well. You have to get lenses that fit the full frame, and they start getting stupid money, really crazy money. So you've got to take that into account as well. So if you're not sure what camera to get and you want some advice on that, or what you would need for the sort of photography you want to do, get in touch with me. I do online coaching and advice as well, on what sort of gear you can get secondhand, so it doesn't have to cost a fortune, and determine whether you need a full frame camera or not. So I hope this video helps, and it might save you a lot of money as well. Now, if you want to learn photography one-to-one, if there's something specific that you want to learn about, get in touch with the details below. We can have a discovery call, and maybe we can work together, and I can help you with online coaching. So I hope this video helped, and thanks for watching.